Painting a painting is just the last step in a long process. Research and an awful lot of pre-planning is the key to my paintings. I think maybe the ship I've painted the most times is the USS Constitution. It was one of the first ships of the brand new American Navy. During the War of 1812, it really delivered a black eye to, well, the only superpower of the world at that time, the British. The most visible part of my job is doing the actual painting itself. But before I can start, I need to do a lot of research. I study old books and manuscripts and maps, and I talk to experts in the field. I study ship's plans and manuals about shipbuilding and seamanship. And when I get the chance, I like to visit historic ships in person. The Constitution is in the harbor in Boston, and I got a personal tour. The guy took me through the ship into places that the public doesn't usually go. I even got to crawl into the powder room where they stored the gunpowder. It was really cool, completely lined with copper sheeting. And last July 4th, I was lucky enough to go on the turnaround cruise. Every so often they take the ship out into the harbor and cruise around a bit. So we fired off the cannons and the fort at the harbor entrance fired back at us. I explored every nook and cranny of that ship. But I didn't go up in the rigging. That's only for the sailors. And back in the studio, I built a carefully measured model of the sails of the Constitution using dowels and paper. So I can move them around and light them in different ways. I also have a model that's a kit that I put together. You can see this is obviously very helpful in painting the ship. I made this little model out of modeling clay of a British Navy figurehead that I used to help me paint that part of the ship. So all that research, all that planning, that comes first. Then I do a lot of sketching, finding ideas. Only after all that do I get out the canvas and the paint and start painting.